US-India trade is, of course, something that is in focus. Tariff concerns are at the very center of it. And that's something that we should be talking about right now. In fact, let's also decode the kind of timeline that we've seen coming in ahead of that Supreme Court ruling in the US. And Rishabh is standing by with all of those updates.
A major day in court for the Trump tariffs, and what we're seeing essentially is that this is a culmination of what's been taking place since March last year. What we're seeing is that this was the first time in May, rather, last year is when these tariffs were first challenged in court, in a lower court, which is the Court of International Trade. That was something that was, and the court had ruled that these tariffs are illegal. But since this was a lower court, this then moved to a higher court, which is the Federal Circuit Court of Appeals. They also said that these tariffs exceed presidential power. And what was also said that these tariffs will continue to still remain in place till the Supreme Court looks at it. Then in September, the Trump administration filed with the Supreme Court for expedited hearing. In November, there was more sort of skepticism that came in from the Supreme Court judges. And they said that and there was some skepticism about these tariffs. And now, finally, we're here in January. The court is scheduled to rule on whether these tariffs will be upheld or not. There are two scenarios. If these Supreme Court rules, if the Supreme Court says that these tariffs are illegal, these tariffs could be struck down. Importers will make a beeline in front of the US government to get these refunds to the levels of about $150 billion. Those are the rough calculations, according to Reuters, that is the amount of tariffs that have been collected so far. So that is something we're looking at. If the Supreme Court upholds these tariffs, then the global tariff regime will continue to be in place. Markets may remain uncertain in response to that as well. And what we're seeing is that this presidential power that we're seeing being utilized and also sort of weaponizing trade, that could continue to be in place. So a lot of permutation and combinations, and we'll keep tracking this outcome.